activities that require you to do more work than the kid actually doing the activity? Nobody. These 10 activities are fantastic and will definitely entertain your toddler on a rainy day. Hey friends, I'm Crystal. Welcome to my channel where I like to talk about kid activities, saving money in your grocery bill, cleaning and organizing, as well as self-care. Because as a mom, as a parent, I've got more than one job. You've got more than one job, and I want to help you conquer them all. And today, we're conquering keeping our kids entertained on a rainy day stuck in the house, or when the rain isn't coming down so hard. So my first activity or idea for you guys is bubbles in the rain. Obviously, when it's not like pouring, get your kids outside, put those rain boots on, those raincoats, get them out there, blow some bubbles. And what's really great is that the ground is wet and the bubbles will stick to the deck, to the concrete, to the street. It is so much fun. It like levels up the bubble game, right? They love popping bubbles. They be stomping, they be poking them on the side of the banisters or whatever on your deck. It is so much more fun to do bubbles in the rain. So my second activity for you guys is balloon volleyball. It's as simple as it sounds. Blow up a balloon and give it to them. Let them bounce it around. You sit on the couch and just go boop, 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 boop. They'll be having a great time and you just be passing it back and forth. They'll be entertained. They'll be burning some energy. They've got to burn that energy. Okay, this next one you guys are gonna probably think I'm a little nuts, but indoor water play. Don't worry, it's not gonna make that big of a mess, okay? Let me give you guys some ideas. So my son loves his tractors, his trucks, and he takes them outside all of the time. Well, guess what? We live in like dirt country, okay? There's like dirt and stuff everywhere. Farmers were doing their stuff. There's all kinds of grass in the backyard. Those trucks and tractors get so disgusting. So I decided to go ahead and create like an indoor car wash. I just got a huge tub that I just have. Put some water in there, threw the trucks in there, gave him a little towel and said, here you go, clean your toys. He had so much fun just riding his tractors and his truck in and out of the water. I obviously lay down a good amount of towels on the ground. If you're not doing it like in the bathtub or something, you could definitely just like throw them in the bathtub if you don't want to have to worry about like wiping anything down or putting out towels or anything. It's really simple and easy. I don't have a tub, so that's why I did it the way that I did it. Also, it allows him to like not have to like get undressed and then redressed again. Y'all know how difficult it is to dress toddlers, okay? It's like a madhouse. It's like, come back here, or get over there. And he's like laying down, legs are kicking around in the air. Yeah, no. Play-Doh time. It's a great use of using their hands. They can focus on something. They can create little creatures and stuff. It's really, really fun. Now, if your kids are under 2 or you don't really want them playing with Play-Doh for whatever reasons that you have, just use some flour and add a little bit of water. I'd say about maybe a tablespoon at a time until you get like a dough consistency. Then just have them like poke around in that bad boy. And if they end up eating it and stuff, it's okay. All right, guys, if you guys are liking these activities so far, please let me know. Hit that thumbs up button. The next one I've got for you guys, a dance party. Dance. Have music time. I mean, like, who doesn't love some good jams and some good boogie movements? If you just like turn on Pandora, throw a good music video that you like on YouTube, have them dance and have a good time. I mean, it doesn't have to be like an extravagant thing all the time or this planned out activity where you gotta get all these supplies. Just, you know, turn the music on and they'll be entertained for like maybe half an hour. That's amazing. Half an hour is a really long time for a toddler. I'm just saying. Just saying. Don't underestimate art and crafts, okay? It doesn't have to be complicated. We're talking about kids under 3 here. Grab some stickers, maybe grab some markers, some pens, some paint. Oh my God, kids love paint, okay? My son will paint for like a half an hour because he loves it. And we just like layer up a bunch of papers and then we tape it to the table. And then once one sheet is done, we remove the one sheet, retape the pack of papers, and he just goes right back to town. I mean, he can crank out like 4 or 5 masterpieces, okay? Then we hang them up and then he can admire them as they dry. A tent, a fort. Now I ended up getting these like pop-up tents off of Amazon. They're okay, they're not the best. They were like under 40 bucks. So will they last like years on end through multiple kids? I don't really know yet. We'll find out. I mean, my son's only 2. This could be a great time for quiet time because not every single moment of their day is gonna need to be planned out or this great grand activity, right? So just having them like sneak away in their little fort, you can like peek in at him a couple of times and then he'll just kind of hang in there, maybe play with his toys and trucks and stuff. It just is a really great way for them to be in a different space or a different type of environment, and it makes doing what they typically do even more fun. Like when I popped up the tent like after nap time one day, he was like, "That's a tent!" He was so excited. And you don't need a pop-up tent. You could just use a chair and some blankets, or well, you need more than one chair. But you know, get some chairs, some blankets, a table, get some heavy weights to weigh down the blanket so that they pull it, but not heavy enough that it would hurt them. So maybe clamps would be your best idea. Clamps, because you don't want any injuries. That's why I got the tent, because I didn't trust myself or my toddler from like pulling down the blanket. So that's why I have tents.
Give your little ones a sensory bin. Now, I talked about this in my Christmas activities for toddlers, and I just wanted to re-mention it here because my son continues to play with it. Now, obviously, I don't have the sprinkles in there anymore, but he absolutely loves this sensory bin. I just keep adding rice and other fun gadgets for him to find.
I've got 2 more activities for you guys, and I know that they're like no-brainers, but I feel like they've got to be said because there's so much pressure around finding the best activities that do this amazing stuff, and it's so extravagant, and it doesn't need to be. Sit down and read some books, guys. I mean, we always read to my son like before bed and before nighttime, but when it's raining outside, incorporating another book or two, maybe one that's about weather, which is really nice, which is my last tip, is to like actually talk about the weather. Like, they don't know what's going on. They have absolutely no idea. They need you to explain it to them. Now, granted, you're not a meteorologist, I'm not either, but we can be like, look, the water is falling from the sky and it's helping the flowers grow. I mean, it doesn't have to be like this grand science or whatever, but reading them books, reading kids' books is fantastic anyway. Talking to them about the weather can be something that you guys can interact with them on for like 15, 20 minutes, and they can just stare out the window and look if there isn't like thunder and lightning. Obviously. Don't be by the window if it's thunder and lightning outside and it's really bad. Like, but if it's like drizzling out there and they can see it, like the rain like drop on the deck and stuff like that, that's actually a really good opportunity for you to start talking about weather and talking about what happens. I always, every time I'm outside, I always make a note to be like, the sun is shining. It kind of feels kind of cold or breezy. Oh, the wind is blowing. It just kind of helps them understand the environment that they're in and the world around them. Tell me how you feel and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe so I can help you conquer all of your jobs and duties as a parent. And be sure to check out some of these videos before you leave YouTube, okay? I mean, these are some great stuff. I've got all kinds of, this one right here. Oh man, let me help you save some money. Check out this video, check it out. Remember, all that matters is that you make your kids smile. You've got this, and I will see you on my next one.